I just want to go over a couple of things with you real quick on using a digital camera and computer. First of all, the camera comes with a disc that has a camera program in it. I never load those discs because any photo program you load on your camera wants to take over all the photos on your computer, and you don't want that. You want to keep your photographic files as independent files, not tied to any program. So I'm going to show you what I do when I'm downloading, how I put my pictures on the computer, and then I can put them in any program I want. But in the first place, we just download them to the computer and clean off the camera afterwards. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Okay, for this demonstration I'm going to be using my Olympus camera to show how I download pictures. It's the same for any camera. The first thing is you need the cable that is in the box. In this case, this is the cable for my Olympus camera. This is my Olympus camera. On this, I open the door. On yours, you don't need to open a door. I don't open that door. I open this door. And I plug in the cable carefully there. And then I plug it into my computer, into the USB port on my computer. Okay. Now I dial this up to pictures, photographs, download. On the camera I sent you, there's actually a button right about here on the back that you'll push to activate the picture mode for download. Turn on the power. Okay, you can see the power's coming on, computer accessed, and my thing rang, and there's my window. Okay, you can see it, the folder, this is actually the camera. This folder is removable disk F, okay, up here, which is actually my camera. There's a folder in there called DCIM. I click on that. That says 100 Olympus, that's the name of my camera, and in there are the pictures I took for this test. Now, what I do is I just highlight all those, and I'm going to drag them to a folder here called Camera DL, which is a folder I made on my desktop just for this thing, and you see they're transferring. Okay, that takes a moment. Okay, now they've all transferred. I wait for the red light on the camera to go out, which it did. I didn't catch that. Okay, now they are all in my download folder. Okay, so I've got all those pictures now. I've checked and I do have them all. So now I go back to the camera and I'm going to push the delete button on my key, enter, and it is deleting, and now my camera is clear and free to take more pictures without having any memory already tied up. Now I'm not going to close this window. What I'm going to do is turn off the camera, and you will see that that will close the window. Now on some cameras it might go up a level to my computer, in which case you just close that folder. But that's how I download the pictures. I don't need a program to do it with any camera or any operating system. You just drag and drop them into a folder you've created, and I name mine Camera DL, Camera Download, and then I can work my pictures in any program I want. Just a couple more things I want to say on shooting itself. One, you've got a good eye. I like what you were doing with the camera. That's good. So I just want you to practice with digital. It's free. Get a set of rechargeable AA's. This camera I sent you uses 2 AA's. You get 4 of them. You get a recharger. This is a digital brand 1-hour recharger available at Walmart. It's about $10 or $15. Comes with some batteries, and this is very good. It's quick. There's a cheaper weight recharger, but it takes 24 hours to charge. That's useless. Okay, so you get this. There's a switch here, whether you're recharging 2 or 4 batteries at a time. And these, I've gone through several different brands of rechargeable batteries. These, they have a green band on each end. They're rechargeable. Rayovac green striped rechargeable. They're environmentally friendly or something. I've been using these for over a year now without replacement. Okay, so they cost maybe $10 a set, I think, a set of 4. So that's $10 a year to shoot all the pictures you want. That's a pretty good deal. Now, on shooting itself, your pictures want to do specific things. You're not just randomly snapping snapshots. You've already shown you have an aptitude for this. What So I'm just augmenting that. Go with your gut. Shoot what you want to shoot. But a couple of guidelines. Your pictures, like when you're at Disney World, you want to see that they tell the story. Okay, you're writing a story with pictures. So think to grab the shot that shows, here's my people walking into test track. Here's my people waiting in line at test track. Here's my people getting in the car at test track. Okay, then an overall picture, here's the test track building. It shows we're going into test track. Okay, it doesn't have to be the people in it if you see the good shot. So you want to think in terms of the narrative of the picture. Is it telling part of the story? You can take all the pictures you want, but when you sort them to put up your album, select out the pictures that tell the story and don't put extra pictures in there that just bore people. They do not want to see you in front of the castle 20 different times. Even if you put on special little thingies that Disney gives you to put Tinkerbell in the picture, people don't want to see it. They see you in front of the castle, that's enough. And make sure they see the castle. So you need your people posed about 10 feet in front of you, and then the castle in the background, so the castle clearly shows. If the people are blocking the castle, you could have taken the shot in your backyard. Okay, so think of where your people are in the picture. If they're too far away, you can't see them. Okay, so they need to be, you don't put them against the castle and then shoot a picture, because they ain't going to show up. Okay? The second type of picture you want to get is just the good picture. The picture that is a pretty thing, that is a work of art you can put on the wall. Like when you were going after the birds the other day, right? Those are, you're looking for the good shot, the picture that really captures something. Now that could be the birds, or it might be a sign on a ride, or it might be a detail of a ride, or it might just be a good shot of a building. Whatever subject you're interested in, if you see the good shot, you grab it. And you're always looking for it. So one, you've always got to have your camera with you. Always, always, always. The camera is always in your pocket. That is why the pocket camera is better than the huge DSLR. The good picture is lost if you don't have your camera with you. These people running around with these 200-pound cameras that are 3 feet long don't get the shots I get because they don't have the camera with them. My camera is in my pocket at all times. I've got shots at Walmart that are not of funny people. They're of an antique car that suddenly pulled into the parking lot. I've got shots going down the road of an antique car that happened to pull in front of me. So you always have to have that camera ready. I can go from neutral to picture taken in 3 seconds. Okay? So have that camera with you at all times. So the beauty shot. The shot that you just want to take because it's a beautiful image. Look at my pictures of the day. Most of those are just beauty shots. Although some of them are also out of narrative story albums. Okay? The third shot is the record shot, just to make a record of something. I was here. I shoot pictures of serial numbers of things I buy and, stuff like that. Command your audience. Tell your people where to be. Tell them to come forward a foot. Tell them to move to their left a foot. Don't be afraid to tell them what to do nicely. But remember, you are the director, so if you're taking the shot, direct the shot. The candid shot, that's the other thing. The candid shot, you don't want all posed pictures. I've seen your family in front of the castle, in front of the Big Ball, in front of the theater at Hollywood Studios, in front of Tower of Terror, blah. I'd rather see them walking into Tower of Terror. I'd rather see them talking in line with a funny look on their face. So you want to get the candid shot, and that's a little trickier because a lot of people, as soon as the camera comes out, they'll start posing for you. So if you have your camera in your hand and ready at all times, they don't know when you're shooting. So learn to shoot without looking through the camera. Okay? You'll work these things out. You'll learn these things as you go along. But remember, the candid shot can give you some of your best shots. It's hard with a digital because there's a lag after you push the button. There's a delay after you push the button, and that makes it hard to get the quick candid shot. But you can do it. But you just always got to be ready. And with digital, you don't got to worry about wasting shots. So you can take 3 shots in a row of the same thing and then pick the good one. After you get all your shots home and download it into your folder, you go through them and you throw away the garbage. You put them in the order you want. You renumber them so they're in that order. I number them with the date by year, month, day dash location, big location like WDW dash the park, AKE, MK, or DHS, then parentheses 1, close parentheses, and that will number them all in order with that label. That way I know the date and where it is, and they'll be in order in my files, because that's the way Windows orders things. But you go through those pictures, you arrange them, you crop them as you need to, you do what you have to do to make your story, and then you've got your album that is worth looking at. Okay? If you look on the web, you'll see a lot of people put up, they'll take, I know one person took 6,000 pictures, didn't even vertically orient them all, just threw them all up on the net. There's 6,000 pictures. There's 100 worth looking at, but I'm never going to find them because I'm not looking through 6,000 pictures that she couldn't take the time to even rearrange. Okay? So think of your audience. You are making a presentation, present. Okay? But most of all, just have fun. Just run around with the camera, take pictures of stuff you want to take pictures of. There is a macro setting. Read the book to find out what the different settings are. You don't have to read that whole book, but look up the things as you need them. Oh, I want to shoot a close-up of this bug. Look up macro. Learn how to take a macro picture. I want to take 3 quick shots in succession. Look up how to do that. I want to set up and take a timer delayed photo so I can shoot myself. I set it for 10 seconds, push the button, get in position, look up how to do that. Okay? Have fun. Hope you enjoy it, and look forward to seeing what you can do.